Krystal Bee, Big Boys Neighborhood. I got the boss, Rick Ross, in the building. That's right. You're here. Got to talk about Hood Billionaire. First of all, we're going to go to Just a Tip. Because I was telling you, you gave me one of the best Just a Tips last time you were here. But Hood Billionaire out November 24th. Got to talk about these features you have on this.
Right.
Tell me about it. Jay-Z, Snoop, Yo Gotti, Slab. You got Timbaland produced beats on
Shout
here.
out to Timbaland, most definitely. Lil Boosie on the album. R. Kelly, most definitely. Snoop Dogg.
Right.
Shout out to Jay-Z, of course. Project Pat. This is my last album. Mastermind. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I took it to different places musically, so on and so forth. But this album, this Hood Billionaire, this is more of my Geechee music. This for the mud.
This is more 808s.
Yeah, this is real, bass heavy, you know what I mean? And, I just touched on, you know how I do, and I just went to another level with it. So this one right here really finna be.
And you just dropped Mastermind earlier this year. This is your second album of 2014. Why did you want to do that? What, drop 2 albums one year?
Biggest boss in the game. You know what I'm saying? You
That's
gotta
what the you do.
Yeah. You got to be legendary to do that. You had to be Machiavelli. You had to be DMX. You had to be one of the greats to be able to pull that off.
Did you know earlier in the year when you dropped Mastermind that you were going to do this project in the same year?
I recorded a lot of music, and I just felt like, that's what I wanted to do. And by my album, being pushed back from the end of the year before to the top of the year, I said I wanted to touch him again.
Definitely. Got to talk about MMG. You just signed Yoda.
Yeah, Yada. Shout out to Yada.
Yada.
Man, them my big homies, them real hustlers out of Vegas, man. They real players, real good dudes. And he makes some of the best music, some of the realest music, some of the realest music you gonna hear coming from the street. So, y'all look into Yada.
So when you sign to MMG, you're literally out here going to meet up with these cats and like seeing what they got to make sure that it's up to MMG.
Right,
par.
Standards.
Right.
And it goes even deeper than that. It's beyond that. When I come to the city, the homies, they pull up 5 Rolls Royces back to back, top down, give me one to ride in, you know what I mean? And that's how they do it. And not only that, his music is left in there for me just to vibe to. And, everybody done heard his singles with him and Yo Gotti. YG, his single with myself, and, just so many different artists that, he done gained respect, all on the West Coast. And
then Stolly is one of the younger cats. He just dropped his album October 27th.
Yeah, he just dropped Ohio. Make sure y'all go get that. Stolly is most definitely another great work of progress. You know what I mean? And I'm proud of the homie. Make sure y'all go get his album.
Who else can we be expecting on MMG? Are you like looking to recruit already? Like, how does that process even work?
I'm at the point where I'm not just out looking for nothing. You know what I mean? If it's something that's grows on me or just grabs me in such a way, you never know what could happen. But, my roster is one of the most talented in the game. Meek Mill will be, getting out soon. Free Meek Millie, y'all write him a letter. Shout out to Wale. He getting better right now, recovering a small little, sit down. And, so, we got a lot of things going on. And on top of the new year, expect Rocky Fresh, Fat Trail, Gunplay, a lot of other artists to shine.
Going back to you dropping 2 projects 1 year, are you already...
Machiavelli, huh?
Seriously, like, who does that? Are you already thinking of the next project for 2015? Like, is that already in the works?
A lot of times it do be, because I have so many ideas. I have so many things that's going on. And for me, making music is, it comes... I don't want to just say the word easier for me, but, I love doing it, and, I make...
You're a boss.
Yeah.
It's easy for you.
Yeah, we make some of the, the best music in the game.
All right, I got to get into just the tip. But first of all, I got to shout out to all the pair.
Yeah, shout out to the pair.
That is sweeping the nation on social media. I was busting up. Okay, so please tell me about RossFit and your diet and how it's changed. Tell me about this whole weight loss. Do you know the actual number of how many pounds you're down?
I'm really not keeping I'm really not keeping up with it no more. You know what I mean? It's like I just wanted to make some progress. You know what I mean? I was just too overweight. You know what I mean? I just wanted to get better. Shout out to Garrett Fish and the whole CrossFit team, Rossfit. And all the homies that made that plug happen. Shout out to Damien, and we just just been working out, and a lot of people come over now. It's just getting bigger and better, and I'm getting I'm doing what I do, how I look.
And aside from eating the pear, you look great. You look great. And the last time you were here, we did just the tip. We were talking about pool parties, and you're like, you know what? I don't care how I look. Like there's.
I looked good too.
You look good then. Yeah, but you look and you
but
still
now
let it
it's
out.
Just
but now
dangerous.
Now what happens now? How is it different?
It's dangerous.
How are the ladies reacting to it?
Oh man, dangerous.
How is the bedroom stamina?
Oh man.
Now with the weight
it's
loss.
Rossfit. It's Rossfit. You need to come holler at me when
I need to find out just the tip for real.
Yeah, I do it big.
Okay, but as far as diet, pears, but Wingstop, you have your wing.
Of course,
that doesn't stop.
No, we just left Wingstop. We just left Glendale, the Glendale location. Yeah,
you get the lemon pepper.
So we exercise.
Right.
We eat well.
Okay.
We eat fruits, and when we do, it's the pear.
It's the pear.
Yeah, and when we go to Wingstop, it's lemon pepper.
And when you're popping bottles, it's
Bel Air.
That's what the fuck you do.
Yeah. I like that. I like you, shorty. Your future bright.
Exactly. Okay, so ladies,
bang, bang.
In the bedroom, stamina, you're doing the gestures.
Next
I wish
level.
everybody could see it.
Next level.
But how did the ladies react to it? The weight loss.
I don't really know, man. I always.
Do you feel
love.
more attention now?
I always got attention.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Rose, Ricky, Rizzle, you always get attention. You know what I mean? From the, you always get attention. It's just I'm more dangerous now.
You notice differences.
Oh man.
You can see them. That's why you're still going.
You gotta holler at me. That's why.
Krystal Bee, just the tip. Me and Ross are gonna make this happen. We're gonna do some hair pulling action in round 2.
Oh, I got you.
Okay,
this
good.
round 2. I pulled your hair last time.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It swept the nation on that. So
how many views you got for that?
Like over a bajillion.
That's what I'm talking about.
I get Rick Ross to pull my hair, and that's what happens.
We're gonna get a lot more this time.
Oh my goodness. Big Boys Neighborhood, just the tip. Rick Ross.
Believe that.
Special thanks to Robert Wayne Footwear and Doc Martin.